Hey Leo, welcome back. I hope everyone had a nice holiday. We're going to do your soul soul contracts and separation reading. We're going to go over what they want to say, how they feel, what's blocking you guys, if there'll be contact, all that stuff. All the details you need to know are listed down below. And so please take what resonates and leave the rest. So how they feel so far is you scare the crap out of them. Hands down. I have your picture saved on my phone. Taurus got that as well, and I have to say that was the deepest. It has to be a twin flame situation. So if you're dealing with a Taurus or you have a lot of that in your chart, or they do, definitely check that out. You will not be disappointed, especially if you watch till the end. Stop questioning our connection. I'm asking for some time to get myself together first. So I feel like this was a divine counterpart that ran due to the intensity of the connection. I don't think they were ready. The timing could have been bad. And the way that things were left, maybe they ghosted or just gave a crappy explanation for why it went awry. But it caused the other party to be questioning basically their whole path and their connection as well. Karma is kicking their ass. And then one more down here. Allow me into your world. So if you've kind of put up some blockages in some way, energetically or otherwise, it's just saying just be open to them coming back in to contact you or make things right. I just want to hold you again. I want to return to you. Oh, Leo, this is all lovely. I know I have father issues. So someone might have issues with their dad from childhood or abandonment. To get some clarifiers if more stuff comes out. So they're definitely working on themselves, because that's two cards now of working on themselves and getting their stuff together. They feel trapped and stuck in their situation. I have family and work obligations. So that's what's keeping them feeling trapped or stuck, if that part resonates. Since it's a collective reading, there'll be a little bit of everything in here. What about from this deck, Spirit? I lost myself for a little while. So some of them might have went way off path, and so it's taken them even longer than normal, to get themselves back together, work on themselves, probably rebuild. You speak to me through music. I haven't seen that one come out in a while. I feel you leaving me behind. So if you've pulled back your energy, they can definitely tell. Or if you're trying to move on in a new relationship, I am not available. So for some of you, that might mean they're not available in the 3D. I feel that that's also a big time emotionally not available. But they are attracted to you, so attracted to you. I wish things could be different. That goes in well with the person that feels trapped and stuck with that collective energy. And they're saying, one more of these. I left you before you could leave me. So that might tie back into, those father issues. They might not have had a good male role model, or if they did, it might not have been focused around feelings and emotion. It might have been focused more about foundation and providing for the family unit. What else? Divine timing. I needed more time to heal, but you were ready to be loved. I wanted to be that person for you, but the timing just wasn't right. Definitely check out that Taurus video. So they were scared. They went running for the hills, and then they realized all of the stuff that they needed to work on within themselves, and somehow along the way got themselves in a situation that they feel kind of trapped and stuck in. Unconditional. I will always love you. Frustration. I'm feeling frustrated by the way things ended, things said by others regarding our connection and the situation as a whole. So definitely triggered and frustrated. I'm hearing that they can't make it right. They don't know really how to proceed to make this good. For quite a few of you, I feel that whatever happened, it was a big time tower moment. One that it's not easy to come back for. They have been seeing the signs and synchronicities. And telepathically, they can hear your thoughts clearly. Telepathy, I can hear your thoughts clearly. But they do have free will too. So they are ignoring the signs and synchronicities that they were seeing. They're just trying to focus on working on themselves for the most part. Or they had been in the past. And for a few of you, I was just a catalyst sent to you to force necessary changes in your life. I might be a false twin flame, which would still be, you know, a catalyst twin, a solid soul contract. That can be a lot of different things. And I don't feel that that's going to be the majority of the connection. One more. Okay. And we'll get going to the good stuff. Self-love. I didn't believe you when you said that you love me. Yeah, that father issue thing. Like, especially if they grew up in a house where men did not talk about their feelings. They weren't allowed to even be in their feelings. And this fell out too. I'm going to go ahead and take it. I don't know who it would resonate for, but interference. My family and friends discouraged me from this connection. So that could have been another third party intervening there. So let's see how your person, Leo, feels about the connection. How do they currently feel about the connection? Sacred pool. They see this as a very sacred connection. And it scares the crap out of them with the Dragon's Lair. Oh my goodness, you guys are getting a very strong twin flame bond too here. They are very much scared, but you feel like home to them. So it's kind of like they know it's sacred, and there's 27. I know that that number came out for you guys quite a bit in the readings this month. It's like they know it's sacred. They don't want to ruin it any more than they already have. They're trying to figure out how to fix it, but to get there, oh yeah, they're not looking forward to that part at all. There's definitely some resistance and hesitancy on that part of it. So let's see what this entails here. The sacred pool. What is that about for how he feels about the connection, spirit? Or he or she. They. Stork. They would love a new beginning. They see it as divinely guided. Lots of sevens there. And it weighs on them because they can't let it go. They've tried to let it go so many times. But the whips, it just keeps coming back. And it's almost like Spirit's like whipping them in the head at this point to try to get them to wake up. What about the Dragon's Lair? Child. Number 13. And Clover. Before I say anything on that, I'm going to get some clarifiers with a different deck here. Why is Child here? Figuring it out, the missing piece of information. And it fell out with the Storm. So it's almost as there going to be like this childlike innocence about the connection, especially with the Stork. Ooh, also with the Stork and the Child next to each other, even though this was with Dragon's Lair, I'm wondering if there's like a new baby coming for someone. Time is running out, and this is Akashic Records or soul contracts. So that's what they figured out. They figured this out, and it's caused quite a conundrum as far as what do I have to go through to get this. Clover, though, luck and ancestors are on their side. They don't want to repeat patterns from the past. There's this back and forth energy. So you're both mirroring each other quite a bit. Oh my goodness, definitely check out the Taurus reading, y'all. Because they both got offense, defense, and mirroring. So see this back and forth. They think on some level, for most of you, some of you, that the ball's in your court. They're scared to approach. They don't want to repeat the same pattern. Maybe because they're not in a position to come in like they would want to. What pattern are they worried about repeating? Let's get the tarot out for this. Being wounded. That's probably part of their issues from childhood. Or missing another opportunity before the situation's healed. 4 of Swords, 4 of Cups. They're looking at it, though, starting to look at it through a new perspective. Hangman. But that's kind of been in the way of reunion. It's like, I want reunion. I know this person's my happiness. 10 of Cups. 3 of Cups here. But making that choice leaves them feeling very much 9 of Swords. Like, ooh, what if I only get one more shot? And that's if this person's going to give it to me. So there's some hesitancy here. They almost want you to take the ball. into your own hands. What's going to trigger this storm? What's going to trigger the Tower where they figure it out? Justice, Five of Pentacles, and the King of Swords. Oh, wow. So not only are they getting that truth and clarity, I think they're getting some karma, or they did get some karma in recent times, and they're really empathizing now with what they put you through. They're starting to see it as it was, and also realizing that they cheated themselves out of love by, you know, head over heart. They didn't have the strength to give you the apology that you deserve. And there's a Tower to clarify the storm. So it's causing, they need to have the strength to apologize. Six of Cups again. So they definitely know that there's a soul connection here. And the King of Cups. So they just need a little bit more strength to come forward. But that Tower is going to set them off. Somebody might have said something to them too, like truth. Either about you, about the situation, or about their behavior. Because they're looking at it now as like, I didn't have victory and I have all this regret. So it could have been a conversation with like a friend, coworker, family member. What about the Whips with Sacred Pool? Something undiscovered or hidden. Closing out cycles. And then we have the Children card again. I don't know if that one was meant to come out. Divine Masculines at the bottom of the deck. Let me stick that Children one back in and see if it comes back out. So they need to close out cycles. And it could be if they have children involved in a relationship that they need to close out. Like you might not know the extent of that or know where that is right now. Whoa. Sorry guys, just dropped the whole deck here. Where that is at in the process. Because there's big time baggage, holding on to past events and or relationships, and at odds, sunken hopes. I don't think you know that they feel this way or that all that's going on with them. How about this Stork? New beginnings, children, finding your home, bonding, the soul tribe. It's like a whole new beginning here. So they know, two references to home, that you're home to them. But there's all these complications, restrictions, and self-sabotage that have gotten in the way of that. So why is home here then? Let's get this one out. I think it's just that you feel like home. We have the fish, the birds, and the dog. Like there's this deep loyalty. They can talk to you about anything. They can be themselves. Like see, this bird is carrying the house on his head, like kind of silly ways. That one's kind of laughing about it. It's like they're not able to be comfortable and take that mask off with anybody else. And they see the blessings, the good fortune that would come with you and with this relationship. It's taken them a while because it did scare them. They hadn't felt this way before. And look at that Divine Masculine. Exactly. That's just confirmation. They've never felt like this before. They're thirsty for change, drowning in emotions, wanting this connection back. And the Divine Feminine. Like they are just dying. They know that this is meant to be. Let's get one more and then we'll see what's blocking all this. And the ancestors are behind the scenes helping tie all this together. Lighting a spark of something, you know, for them there. So let's go to the Divine Feminine and see what her blockages are. So what's blocking this connection from coming back together on the feminine side? What is blocking? The dream. Something is revealed, insight, or breakthrough. So I feel like there's something hidden that needs to come to the surface there. That is also number 4. Anybody keeping score on those? Oh, I just saw something come out. That came out for the masculine side on Taurus. And that came out too for feminine on Taurus. Are you guys connected with the Taurus? Evolution. Earth changes, climate change, transformation. So she's been stuck. That's been blocking her. There's some things hidden that she needs clarity about. Achievement. Keep focused on your dream. So it kind of sidestepped her dream. It might have put her in a little bit of a rut there for a second. And then rising above. That's number 11, which is clarity, freedom, solution. So she doesn't have the answers or the clarity. And she needs that breakthrough in order to move forward. She's going to have to evolve and transform. Focus on herself for a second here. Let's see what all these entail. What is this achievement? Main male. Official person, number 22. And false person. So I kind of feel there's either two aspects of this masculine side for this feminine, or she's dealing with two different energies, and one of them is not right for her. It's very false, and it's interfering. I'm not saying they're a bad person, they're lying, cheating, or anything like that. I'm just saying it's not who she's meant to be with, and it is keeping her stagnant. She's not able to fulfill her dream because, you know, she's involved with this and going down a totally different path. For some of you, I just think it's that not being true to yourself in the aspect that so much time and attention is focused on this separation from this masculine. We'll kind of dig deeper into that and we'll see. So we kind of get what all these others are, but what about this transformation? What needs to transform there for evolution? We'll get some clarifiers. Mature man. So he also needs to mature. And maybe she needs to be more acceptive that he's going to take some time to grow and change and mature. And she's kind of gotten impatient. And that's kind of kept her kind of stuck. Because if you notice, this main male looks significantly less mature than this official person over here. And then by the time you get up here, he's big time. Like, he's wise beyond his years here. And so she's evolving. Yes, that's coming. She's evolving, in the process of evolving her personal relationships with men, where she's been throughout her whole entire life. She's going to be able to see how that has completely evolved. And that's going to feel like an achievement because she's figuring it out on her own and making the changes that she needs. There's nothing here saying that she's scared. It's just saying she doesn't have all the information. So what does she need clarity on? Well, let's do this false person, actually. False person with the main male. What does that entail? The Knight of Pentacles, the Star, and the Four of Wands. Exactly. Yes. I don't even know why I bother clarifying this stuff. So definitely. So her being focused on the outcome, with getting back together, with how long it's taking, whether or not it's a true twin flame, false twin flame, all of that's getting in the way of her dreams. And she's, bless her heart, I've been there too. I think it's a process, an ongoing process for everybody permanently. Mind you, it's just a different step in the journey over here. But like, she needs that breakthrough and that clarity, and it's coming. What is that clarity going to be? Judgment, Eight of Swords. Yeah, that's the secret to judgment, is getting out of the head and focusing on herself. And she's going to have this breakthrough. What about this mature man? Whoops. Hold on, guys. A couple on the floor here. Let's see. This mature man here with transformation. I do think that's how she's looking at love. The Chariot and the Magician. So she'd been trying to manifest it quickly, because I think she'd made a lot of progress on her spiritual path and then kind of got stuck. She almost figured it out and then kind of got stuck. And so it's like that's kind of keeping her stuck, because she needs to just kind of go with the flow, and then that moment of clarity and that breakthrough is going to hit her like a ton of bricks. And like I said, her energy is already really good. There's nothing about fear, past trauma to heal here. It's just like, hey, I don't know what's going on. I don't want to make a move until I figure it out. So in the masculines, creating harmony through balance. So he's very much unbalanced. Or would it be imbalanced, unbalanced? Both of those things probably. Apprehension, moving out into the world, doubt and fear. So he does have the fear and he does have the doubt. Probably because he's not quite as far in the process as her. Moonlight Goddess. Can't read that upside down. I think it says repressed emotions, healing, and reflection. Oh, did you see the attachment fly out? Taurus also got that, I think. Letting go, restriction, fear. So he's got fear twice here. Moonlight Goddess, repressed emotions, healing, and reflection. So his repressed emotions, the fear and his imbalance is what's creating all the problems here for him. Let's see if we can get, they're saying one more. Good grief. Thinking of you, a loving thought, serendipity. So doubt has started to kind of creep in. Like, I think for a long time, oh no, they're not saying doubt. He's just waiting for the divine. He's just chilling like, okay, serendipity, if it's meant to be, it'll come back around, which typically would work. But with all these other, I don't want to say typically because it kind of just depends, but they're wanting him to take action, and he's going to have to let go of the fear. That's his blockage. What is he fearing? He doesn't want to go down the wrong path, or there's no way to rectify the path he already did go down. Distant horizons and concern. Am I doing the right thing? Ooh, the Lovers was at the bottom of the deck. Will she take me back? You know, do I want to get married again? Will she marry me? Courtship. Like, all these thoughts here are in his way. Let's see why. What about marriage here? That's way too many. Marriage, please. Confessions of love. Oh my goodness. And there's the children card again, and the epiphany. If he's already in a relationship, a serious relationship, he's going to have a sudden epiphany and realize who he loves. And as in blockages, that's the fear. He knows who he loves. Some of them have children and a home. And then there's a big concern about leaving that and all that you have to go through, you know, to go through that again. Especially not knowing how you're going to take it or what's going to come out on the other side. But there is healing here. Change is coming. A light at the end of the tunnel. So all these things that they're concerned about, Spirit's going to like whisper in their ear and let them know, like, it's time. It is time. Do not hesitate. So what anything about this concern? They don't want to take the wrong path. I know that. And I think if they've taken a leap of faith in the past, if they've listened to their heart, maybe when they were much younger, it bit them in the butt significantly. And that has also kind of caused like a hesitation. And look at all these threes as well, if that number is significant. But yeah, this concern, that is all it is. Is she going to take me back, and how am I going to fix it? Because they were waiting on divine timing, the Wheel of Fortune, which the Wheel of Fortune is speaking in their ear with that moment of clarity, saying it's time for you to take this leap of faith. And he's sitting there saying, well, if I rush back in passionately, is she going to think that's all it is? It's just sex, because I want to marry her. She's my twin flame soulmate, and I am ready to build with the Three of Pentacles. And it scares him like crazy because he probably owes you 1,000,000 apologies. And I think you cut him out. You got the Queen of Swords, the Lovers, and the Ace of Cups. Like, you might have not cut him out to begin with, but you cut out his avenue to contact you now. That could also be the problem. Or made it way more difficult, or a harrowing. I'm hearing harrowing. That's not my word. Harrowing experience to kind of conquer there. But he does want to heal it. And with the Chariot, it needs to happen pretty quickly. Well, that's really awesome. All right. So now let's see. Will there be contact, and when? A whole bunch of different answers are probably going to come out because there's a lot of you guys. But we shall see. Will there be contact, and when? So that says not the right time. Listen to your intuition. Be assertive. So this is kind of like Taurus too. It's coming out in 3 different groups. Oh, I guess both of those want to come. There's a yes here. Look for a sign a year from now. So I feel like not the right time a year from now. That would be for couples that are probably just now in separation within the last 6 months or so. Just going through the thick of it. And so that needs a little bit more time to percolate. But for those of you that are seeing the signs, that's a strong yes. On 2 fronts. Be assertive, listen to your intuition, look for a sign, and yes. Let's see if we can get... When might this happen? Well, it's dependent upon free will. That one came out. If depending upon free will. October, for some of you, I think that's going to be for the year for now, people. And September. Hidden for your highest good. And there's some July. I'm not sure where to stick July. I think for these yes people and be assertive, it's part of your journey. And let me say, if you're seeing those signs, like I mean in your face signs, I don't mean like the ones you go looking for, trying to manifest. If you're moving on with your life and have made progress in that area and you've cleared your energy to the best of your ability and you're still seeing birthdays or their name or just stuff everywhere, billboards, license plates, and songs, in your dreams, that spirit's saying like, not that you guys have to get back together, but you might have to take that first step and reach out. And there's reconciliation. Someone from your past is returning to your life. Make the effort. See, great love is worth taking the steps that you're guided to take. Because sometimes, you know, you can wait too long. If you wait too long, there's a juicy little period in there. You don't want to go too soon when it's fresh and before everybody's healed. But if you wait until like they're married off with another person, you're not going to have that chance again. Very soon. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. So what I'm saying is listen to your intuition. If you're seeing the signs and the intuition, it's saying to you, yes, be assertive. And all you have to do is just reach out, add friends, say hi. Just take that first step. And if they're not ready, if they're not conducive, what did you lose? You've got all your answers and you can move forward with a clear conscience. Release your ex. The time has come to clear your energy. I think that goes with the new people. There just needs to be a little bit more of release there. And retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world. So if you guys are in that first stage right there where it's not the right time, I know a year sounds like forever whenever you're away from someone you love. But if you do it right, it'll expedite that process. So release control of the outcome, retreat, heal. Others of you, go ahead, be assertive. Just say hi. Take that big step. Well, thanks for being here today, Leo. I hope you enjoyed this reading and it resonated. If so, please join our tribe and like and subscribe, all that jazz. I'll be back soon. Love and light.